What's up, Spikes? We are back with another episode of the Goliath Gauntlet. This will be game 2, or
4,
or 6. Who knows? This could be more than 5.
12.
Anyway, this is another episode of the Goliath Gauntlet. This is the Viserai Goliath Gauntlet. So Viserai is going to be matching up against 5 different decks.
Just spoiled the intro. Can't be 6 if it's 5 decks.
Well,
there might be a rematch.
Who knows? Could be anything. We could have filmed one of the games wrong. That's happened before. Anyway, so so today, Viserai is going to be matched up against Kassai, the Centauri Sellsword. Right now, Kassai is a little bit of a boogeyman, I would say. Boogie person. I should be a little bit more inclusive. Unironically, should be more inclusive. But Kassai, with the inclusion of both Blade Runner and Blood on Her Hands in Everfest, this deck is like kind of gross now, like kind of really gross. It can put out just a lot of damage really, really fast. And the way that you build up to your combo turn with Blood on Your Hands is just by playing the game normally, because you just get the coppers from
which is like scary.
Which is crazy because you can't really interact with it all that well.
Yeah, and you're not like, oh yeah, you're in the strategy and without these key cards, you're not going to do anything. You're like, well, I'm going to tag you with my swords because that's the thing I'm going to do.
Yeah,
like,
I just do it all the time, forever. So anyway, so I am playing Kassai, and I have her trusty Centauri Sabers on either side. They are weapons that have base attack of 2, and once per turn action, pay 1 resource to attack. And if they're defended by an attack action card, they get +1 attack until end of turn, which is kind of crazy. Then I have Nullrune Hood and Nullrune Robe. When we were setting up, Jan said, hey, you have too much Arcane Barrier. You don't need 2 against a Rune Blade. This is specifically, again, alluding to the previous game and potentially the next game. I am trying out budget versions of decks to bring, just to try to show people that budget decks do have a chance. You don't need legendaries or expensive cards to actually play this game. Getting like reps in and figuring out how the game works, how the flow of a turn goes and all that, I think is way more valuable than a legendary is worth.
Yes.
So anyway, so I'm playing Nullrune Hood and Robe because there are no good budget versions of cards for warriors, at least for head and chest pieces. So I just figure, why not? Then I have Gallantry Gold, which will allow me to give my weapon attacks +1 this turn, which is going to be really useful on a Blood on Her Hands turn, just adding probably maybe 5 or 6 damage, which is kind of crazy. And then Refraction Bolters to give something go again, to give one of my weapon attacks go again if it hits.
Don't like that.
It's extremely important.
It is very important.
Anyway, so that does it for my introduction. Now it's time for your introduction, Jan.
Hi. I'm playing Viserai, the former boogeyman person of many formats. Boogie guy. He's from California. He's got a surfboard and a VW bus. And just an all-around solid pick for whatever format you're playing. Currently not like top of anything, but good solid performance and fun sort of combo deck or tempo deck or aggro deck if you want to play. I'm not playing a budget version. We're kind of playing what you would sort of see at Armory skirmish type event or a list you'd find online. But my list is slightly tuned to sort of compensate for like Kassai's and Ira's and Benji's in the meta. So I'm playing 6 defense reactions, and the other thing I did is I did a math experiment, and I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments how I'm wrong.
How wrong I am.
The math, in my opinion, doesn't check out on the 50-50 deck building split, non-attack attack actions for Sonata Arcanix, because on the turn you're going for it, you've already committed a certain amount of non-attacks to generate rune chance, and you've usually pitched attacks to pay for stuff.
So they go back into your deck.
Go back into your deck kind of thing. So if your goal is to hit as close to a 50-50 split as you can, the math doesn't check out. If the goal is to just hit 2 attacks, then you're kind of getting there, but to get a true 50-50, you kind of have to skew more non-attacks versus attacks. So that's sort of where I'm at. I'm running a trusty Arcanite Skull Fridge, Fridge Cap to block attacks.
Chilly.
The Bloodsheath Scalata is not a cornerstone. It's a cornerstone of the combo. You kind of need it to make everything work. It also blocks for a decent amount. Grasp of the Arcanite, good block, makes rune chance. Pretty standard rune chant equipment.
Of course.
Rune Blade, I should say. And Spellbound Creepers, which just do bonkers things under almost any circumstances. and look very inconspicuous until you keep reading them more.
Yeah, and you like try to actually use them. The thing that kind of scares me about Spellbound Creepers is just playing things as an instant is really good, turns out. Just on either turn.
The interaction of playing a non-attack action with Go Again as an instant just gives you an action point.
Yeah, just turns anything into a Lead the Charge, I think is that card from Arc.
Lead the Charge or Blink.
Blink. Yeah, it's just Blink, but boots. Blink boots.
Blink boots.
And then you also have the Rosetta Thorn.
And I have the Rosetta Thorn. I'm borrowing it from Briar
Yeah.
because it is arguably, hands down, and unequivocally the best Runeblade sword in the game.
She wants that back, by the way. She called me
She
earlier.
can pry it from my cold, dead VW bus fingers.
VW bus having fingers. Okay, so I did win the die roll on this one. So let us begin. Good luck, have fun.
I'll need it.
Hopefully you will, because, oh man, I'm going to kick things off. I'm going to play this blue hit and run to give my next weapon attack this turn. Go again.
Yep.
Then I'm going to attack you with the Centauri Saber. That does cost a resource, and I'm going to be pitching this blue Out for Blood to pay for it.
Excellent.
So it's currently coming in for 2 with Go Again.
For 2 with Go Again. I'm going to play right into your hand, and I'm going to block with this Rune Flash. For 3.
Fool.
Giving it +1.
Yes. So because that's an attack action, Centauri Saber does get +1. Yeah. I do have an additional effect, however.
I would like to cry.
Yeah, you will. Because you blocked with the card from your hand, I'm going to Iron Song Response to give target weapon +3. Target weapon attack, specifically.
Saw that coming.
+3.
You could give my weapon +3.
It's not attacking, so I actually can't. I would, though. Okay. I would.
On my turn, can you?
No.
I guess I'll take 3.
Okay. Then I am actually going to break the combat chain.
No.
I know that you don't have to for like weapons, but I'm not actually attacking with a weapon right away because I am going to play the second hit and run. This one's a red one. Gives my next weapon attack this turn Go Again, and because I've attacked with a weapon this turn, my next attack gets +3. Then I'm going to come in with the Centauri Saber. This one is free thanks to Kassai's ability because it's my second one. So it's coming in for 5. It does also have Go Again.
Well, I'm going to block with these 2 cards, and since one of them is an attack, I'm also going to throw my hat in the race to block this for 7.
So yeah, it does become 6, but you're blocking for 7, so you've fully blocked.
I have.
So that's all good. So then we are going to be going to the end of my turn. Kassai's end of turn ability will trigger, and I will make myself 1 copper because one of my swords hit this turn.
Ugh.
And both of us are going to be drawn up.
Okay, well, to start this turn off, I'm going to play this Become the Arknight, and I'm going to discard a Dread Triptych to let me go search my deck for a non-attack action.
You got it.
It's going to be a red Read the Runes. I'm going to follow that up with a very underwhelming Swarming Gloomveil. This card's very, very good. Viserai's ability is going to trigger to make a rune chant. Because I made an aura this turn, it is going to have Go Again.
You know what? That's fine.
Good.
That's fine. I have no reactions.
We've skipped. Are you blocking with cards though?
No.
All right. I also have no reactions.
Good.
Oh, good. It's a tied game. We're equally winning.
We're all winners here, Jamie.
And with my action point gained from my Go Again, I'm going to play this red Read the Runes for 4 rune chants, putting it up to 5. And then I'm going to arsenal this card and pass my turn.
That was a very careful arsenal. I'm going to attack you with a Centauri Saber. And to do that, I'm going to pitch this yellow Blade Runner, and I will have 1 resource floating. It is currently coming in for 2.
All right.
No additional abilities.
I am not blocking.
You're not blocking at all?
Are you going to reactions?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to attack react.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna suit it up with this Blade Runner to give target one-handed weapon attack Go Again, and my next weapon attack this turn +3.
All right. I am going to defense react with a Sink Blow.
You got it.
I'm going to sink this card to the bottom of my deck.
You did it.
And draw.
I'm going to break the combat chain again.
My combat chain.
I like breaking the combat chain because this is just my next weapon attack this turn and not this chain. It's fine.
It's pretty good.
I'm going to play this yellow hit and run to give my next weapon attack Go Again, and if I've attacked with a weapon this turn, my next attack gets +2.
That's a lot.
Then for free, because of Kassai, I'm going to attack you with the Centauri Saber. It does +2 from hit and run and +3 from the Blade Runner, so it is for 7.
7
and
is
it does have Go
a lot, and it does have Go Again?
Yes.
I'm going to grab your sword and firmly plant it into my chest. Would you seems like a attack reaction?
Seems like a losing play. I have no attack reactions.
I have a defense reaction.
Oh, goodness.
I am going to use that to activate my Sigil of Suffering.
I knew it.
Would you like to take an arcane damage?
Yes.
Okay. It is now blocking for 8.
You have blocked the attack for 7 for 8 damage total. So neither of those hit, unfortunately. So I don't get anything, but I am going to arsenal this last card in my hand.
Are you ready for excitement?
Pass your turn.
Whisper of the Oracle. I will put 1 on the bottom.
I see.
And keep 1 on the top.
Indeed.
Then I will arsenal this card and pass.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you with the Centauri Saber. I'm pitching this Outland Skirmish. I have 2 resources floating, and I'm coming in for 2 with no other abilities.
I will elect not to block.
Okay, I have an attack reaction.
You would.
I would like to cast this Blade Runner, going down to 1 resource, to give the attack go again, and my next weapon attack this turn +3.
Okay, I would like to take the 2 damage.
I have an additional attack reaction.
All right.
I'm also going to play this Out for Blood, just to give a +3. I was going to play around the fact that it was going to give my next one +1, but I'm just going to hit you with it anyway.
Yep.
So
all right.
just another 3.
5.
Okay. Then I am just going to attack you again with this Centauri Saber. It is free because of Kassai's ability, and it has +3 from the Blade Runner, so it is for 5.
I have no blocks.
No blocks whatsoever?
No, none.
That's nutty. I will attack react, I suppose, by casting this in the swing. I can only play it if I've attacked 2 or more times with weapons this turn, and it gives target weapon attack +3. So it's currently for 8.
8.
Yes.
I have already declared no blocks, so I will take this 8.
You have defense reactions, apparently.
I do not.
Oh. Well,
not in my hand.
Just in general, I said, yeah. But going to the end of my turn, Kassai will make me 2 additional coppers. I'm going to arsenal this last card that's in my hand and pass over to you.
All right, I'm going to lead on this Whisper of the Oracle. I'm going to opt to...
Another one.
Another one.
Another Whisper.
Another Whisper. I'm going to scribe both of these cards to the bottom.
Get him out of here.
All right. Goodbye. Then I'm going to play a Gorganian Tome to draw this card that I don't know. I will now play a Mordred from my arsenal to make a rune chant. Mm-hmm. I will then play a yellow Malvrian Skies to make 2 rune chants and give my next rune chant attack go again.
Sorry, what attack?
Rune Blade attack. Then I will amplify my Arc Knight.
Oh, goodness gracious.
For 6 physical and 8 rune chants with go again. If it hits, I will make 2 additional rune chants plus 1 rune chant, and I will make 2 rune chants off of Viserai's ability.
And you have 1 card in
I
your
have
hand?
1 card in hand.
So probably the best case scenario here is attacking with Thorn after this. So that means I have to block at least 7 damage here. Jan, I'm going to have to get you to stop playing cards.
I'm doing my best.
Also,
I've only got
stop attacking.
I got 1 left.
Okay. Well, with the cards that you currently have, I am going to take the 8 rune chants.
Bully.
Go to 8. And then I'm going to be blocking this Amplify for 6 with this red Hit and Run and this yellow Warrior's Valor.
Excellent. Well, I will acquiesce to your request and stop playing cards. I will pitch this card to attack with my sword.
Extremely rude.
For 2 more rune chants, 2 more arcane, and 2 more physical. And I have 2 resources floating. If it matters. I don't know why I said it that way. That's the weirdest way to... I don't know.
That's strange. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep these around just because. So for the arcane damage, I will be taking the 4. It's 4.
Yep.
So I'm going to go to 4.
We're tied
again. And then I'm going to block the Rosetta Thorn with my 2 pieces of battle-worn equipment.
Cool.
Because, yeah. So each of those are going to get a thing.
And I believe that is where I will end my turn.
Oh, that was a turn. We're going to kick things off. I'm pitching this push forward to activate my Gallantry Gold. So I'll have 2 resources floating after that, and my weapon attacks gain +1 this turn.
+1 is a lot.
+1 is a lot. Then I'm going to follow that up with a Slice and Dice. It's a free action, and whenever I attack with a sword or dagger this turn, if it's the first one, the attack gains +1, and if it's the second attack this turn, it gets +3.
That's so much.
It is, because then I'm going to play this Hit and Run from my arsenal to give my next weapon attack this turn go again.
Yeah.
Then I will go down to 1 resource floating after all that. Yes. And I'm going to attack you with the Centauri Saber. So it has go again from hit and run. It has +1 from the slice and dice and +1 from gallantry gold. So it is for 4.
For 4.
With go again.
With go again. No. All right. Well, I think this works. This math works in my head.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. All right. Well, let's do hands and feet.
How does that? You're just like,
yeah. Do you like you kick it to the side and you like soccer kick it out? But I still take 2.
Yes. So you will be taking 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be following up with this free second attack, the Centauri Saber. And as mentioned, it has +1 from gallantry gold and +3 from slice and dice.
Well, we're gonna put our hat on it.
Yeah.
And then
block
as
with your head.
And block with my head. And then as the worst defense reaction to draw after my turn, I will pay 1 for a reduced to rune chant. I will have 2 floating, and I will gain a rune chant.
Okay. Yes. So you will take 1 damage.
I will take 1 damage.
1 damage. Go to 1. Okay. So yeah, I have nothing further to add to the combat chain. So let's just clean this up here.
Yeah.
And I will create 2 more coppers. I have 5.
You're so rich.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Your turn.
We're gonna pitch this Become the Arc Knight.
Okay.
We're gonna spend 2 of it to play a Rattlebones. I have not dealt arcane damage to you this turn, so it's not an instant.
Okay.
So I won't get an extra action point. But I will get to banish this Swarming Gloomveil.
Okay.
And play it this turn.
Interesting.
Which I will do. Which will make me a rune chant for the turn, giving it go again.
So it's
3 and 1.
3 and 1, he says. I'm going to pitch this blue hit and run to pay for the rune chant damage.
You got it.
I will have 2 floating after that. Then to go to the actual attack, I will be blocking with this red Iron Song response for 3.
All right. I will spend my resource, and I will swords ya for 2 physical, 2 arcane, and another rune chant.
Another rune chant. Okay. I will pay 1 to negate the rune chant damage specifically. I am going to take the 2 arcane from Rosetta Thorn.
Oh, no.
Then I will declare no blocks. Do you have any attack reactions?
No.
I would like to cast Steel Blade Shunt. It is defending a weapon attack, so I will deal 1 damage to you.
I would like to break my Bloodsheath Scalita to make my next non-attack and attack action cost 0 less. And then I will be vanquished. Wow. This Steel Blade Shunt is really good.
Yeah, I very specifically, I was thinking when I was putting this deck together, I was like, obviously we don't have a lot of the really powerful like stuff that lets us go fast, at least not quite as fast. So I was like, maybe we just go a little bit defensive, and Steel Blade Shunt's just a good card. And then yeah, it killed you.
It did. That killed me good.
But once again, legitimately just a very good game.
Yes, like, very close, yeah.
Swarming Gloomveil.
A part of me was going to Rattlebones my Amplify and then crack my Scalita so I could play my Amplify.
I mean, that would have also been good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that, I think that would have been better than attacking with the Thorn. But you can't expect the Steel Blade. I mean, you can. It's like not unreasonable to expect
I don't think it's a reasonable thing to play around all the time.
No.
Because realistically, the Gloomveil plus, it was Gloomveil plus 1 into another one, so that's 8 total. The Amplify would have been 7 total.
The Amplify would have been 7. It was Gloomveil in 1, and then Rosetta in 1. So 9 versus 7.
Yeah.
Spread out over multiple damage sources.
Yeah.
Kind of like forcing you to pick and choose.
Yeah. If you did go the Amplify route either way, I still would have been able to shunt it, but I just instead of doing the damage, I just block for 5 anyway. So
yeah, I think you end up Still not dead, and then I looked at the cards I drew. They would have been a good hand to have that turn. I don't think it like gets me back winning.
Yeah.
But no, that was...
Yeah, that just, you know, swords. Just
a couple of swords.
Smack you with some swordy boys.
2 of them.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to even do?
The fact that the second one is free makes the math in this deck so strange.
Yeah, it's just... Even like the math on the opposite side of the table.
Yeah.
You're like, well, okay, you have no resources floating. You're like, all right, cool. Attack for free with the sword. And you're like, oh yeah, there's words before copper on Kassai.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. But yeah, this deck feels just really smooth.
It seems super cool. If I was going to build a budget, this is probably one of the ones that I'd build.
The only, as I said, like the only expensive card in this deck, I think, is Blood on Her Hands. Everything else is a common or a rare. And yeah, I think that it's just genuinely very solid.
Yeah, this card's sick.
Yeah, if I had drawn that Blood on Her Hands on that last turn...
No, I'm dead. Like, not even... I wouldn't even have, like, tried to not die. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
I had 5 coppers, dude.
So many coppers.
Yeah, anyway. So that just about does it for Viserai versus Kassai.
Yeah.
Very close game, and I was able to wrench it from you with the swords.
My cold, dead Volkswagen bus. Spikefeeders at
spikefeeders@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all once again for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And be sure to blood on her hands doesn't work at all.
Be sure to sigil up. No, we shouldn't do this. Why do we let Elliot do anything? Yeah, all right.
It's not good. Elliot, don't. Anyway, thank you.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.